Gold and silver prices did not move to the upside as I expected. They actually moved to the downside after Biden released his $1.9 trillion economic rescue package that he has titled the American Rescue Plan. Now, within this American Rescue Plan, there is a $1.9 trillion price tag. And there are a bunch of things that are associated in it, and we're going to go over that very shortly. But first, I want to talk about why prices didn't move up. Now, in a prior episode, I spoke about how gold and silver prices were slowly moving up this week while the DXY was moving down. And if you take a look at the DXY today, well, the DXY is definitely up, and and gold and silver prices are definitely down. You can take a look at gold. Gold at the time of recording this is at $1,829 flat, down $17.85. Silver is at $24.77, and it's down over 3% at the time of this recording. Now, let's take a look at the DXY. The DXY is at 90.76, and it's been on the rise, pretty much all day, even starting in the early morning hours. So the DXY looks like it's trying to climb back to the $91 level, and gold and silver prices have headed further south. Now, if you take a look at other financial assets that were hit today, pretty much there was a rush to liquidity. That's pretty much my theme for today. There's a rush to liquidity, getting out of assets. And we'll go into this a little bit more tomorrow, but there have been talks among analysts, more so on the equity side of things, that the market has begun to run a little bit hot. And, there have been people who've been talking about switching from the tech sector, going into more cyclicals. But then there are also people just saying, hey, there may be a possibility of a potential pullback. Nothing too crazy, but just something to kind of let some of the steam out, because we've been kind of running hot for a while. And there are some things that, some indicators that people look at, and we'll go over some of those in tomorrow's episode. But I want to kind of stick to Biden's plan here. But there is a rush to liquidity today, and it could just be because that this announcement could have already been priced in, and people are looking to essentially, as prices were being bid up, you had a lot of institutions who were like, all right, time to pull the trigger and sell now that prices are going up. Let's take some profit off the table if things are really running hot. So let's take a look at what's going on here in the American Rescue Plan. So in December, we got $600 payments, and it looks like instead of getting the full $2,000, we're going to get $1,400, or eligible recipients within the United States are going to get $1,400. In addition to this, enhanced unemployment aid, instead of $300, we're going to get $400. $300 was proposed in the relief package in December, and this will get bumped up to $400. Rental assistance and eviction moratorium. It would provide $25 billion in rental assistance for low and moderate income households who have lost jobs during the pandemic. And another $5 billion would be set aside to help struggling renters to pay their utility bills. And also $5 billion to help states and localities assist those at risk of experiencing homelessness. And also, the plan would extend the federal eviction moratorium, which was set to expire at the end of January, and they're extending it to September 30th. There are additional things as well, but I think the other thing that will kind of raise people's eyebrows a little bit is the call for Congress to raise the minimum wage, the federal minimum wage, to $15 an hour. Now, this would be huge because the federal minimum wage hasn't been risen in a very long time. And going up to $15 would be huge. Now, this is just one of the spending plans that Biden will be announcing. You may not have known this, but he's going to be announcing another spending plan, the Build Back Better Recovery Plan. And some analysts are saying that it may not be dissimilar from what he ran on in his campaign, which was about a $2 trillion investment that was more associated with green initiatives. So this plan included $400 billion of procurement investment to buy American products, materials, and services to support U.S. manufacturing. An additional $300 billion for R&D and breakthrough technologies, so electric vehicles, lightweight materials, 5G, AI, and $2 trillion in accelerated investment. This $2 trillion of accelerated investment will be distributed among his first 4-year term. So this is what people are estimating will happen when he makes this announcement in February. That's when he'll be talking about the second spending plan. And people are assuming that this will not be spent all within the year 2021. This will be stretched out for his full 4-year term. But still, it is an additional $2 trillion. So over time, even though it's not happening right now, and even though gold and silver prices are down right now, this will be a boon for gold and silver prices and for commodities in general, whether it's copper, whether it's aluminum. A lot of you guys have been really big on platinum. All of those guys are going to get a bid because of this. And asset price inflation will be one of the big stories, I feel like, in the next decade, or within this decade, I should say. So we'll talk more about the near term and why markets look a little bit toppy and why it looks like there might be some selling occurring in tomorrow's episode. But let me know what you guys think about what occurred today with gold and silver prices. And let me know what you think about Biden's spending plan with the Build the American Rescue Plan. And then also, what do you think he will feature in the Build Back Better plan? That alliteration there almost got me. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion for goldandsilvertoday.com.